Greetings, one and all. My name is Lancer, and welcome back once again to Kiznaiver. Don't know why I nearly forgot the title. We'll be watching episode 11 and last time on. Everyone split up for the rest of summer, and seemingly the Kiznaiver has gone away, but there is still Kacchon's connection to Nori, as they came face to face with Urushi, who finally told them all the truth, or at least Kacchon, Nico, and Hisomu, that Nori at one point experienced the pain of 19 children and herself. Kacchon, for the first time in probably a long time, has cried. So yeah, where do we go from here? Let's get right to the episode. Now we get some from her perspective. Friends. Are those what she was drawing? Like what ended up being the mascots? She really was an idol. Or is. From that moment. 彼らはいつも一緒でした。遊ぶのも食事をとるのも痛みを感じるほどに少女は彼らとのつながりを強く感じました。ありふれた願いを抱いたのです。この日々が永遠に続けばいいと。Well, in a way they are. 市長をゆするために飛び降りたって無茶しすぎだ。見える気がしたんです。 She jumped before, but it was off the statue thing. We have to contact each other and confirm our feelings because we're friends. And also there's 2 episodes left. Could it would have been done. There's something that can be done. Why hasn't it been done? I've always looked at Kacchon's hair, just like he has that bit of brown still in the white. Just like, it's an anime. I just thought it was just a weird hair choice, but it makes sense. Like he was so close to becoming like that, but still just that little bit is still hanging on. There's a train under the school. The emojis as well. It's funny that it's these 3, really. In any other show, it would have been like Chidori and Tenga, who you assumed would have been like the buddy-buddy characters with the main character. It's these 2. I mean, like I said last time, it's like these 3 are in their own ways the most emotionally free. Because, you know, Maki, Yuta's Shrine. And then obviously Tenga and Chidori have their own emotional stuff going on. He needs this, honestly. Yeah, also these 3 out of everyone are the most like able to accept like what they hear. Not really gonna question it that much, just like, yeah, wow. To say a lot, but is apparently still thinking. So please, such a way with words. After all we went through in those couple episodes, she's right back here. Those guys. Begin the thinking time. Honestly, those 2, they need time alone. Compare our homework. This show has a style, dude, and I appreciate it greatly. The lights are finally on in his brain. Even like I was just thinking about it a little bit ago, just this quick shot of him standing there and just like seeing the cityscape in the background. I really haven't talked about it that much, but this show looks amazing. I've had my gripes with the color palette here and there, just like that time when they're out in the sunlight and just like the contrast and saturation's kind of weird looking, but the nighttime stuff is really good. Great artwork.
その友達の前にいると胃のあたりが押し上げられるみたいな感じがして、これが悲しいってことなのかなって。こういう感覚から俺を守ろうとしてずっとかばってくれてたんだなって分かってなさすぎてごめん。今まで守ってくれて助けてくれてありがとう。
She jumps like Tenga did.
ほんとバカちゃん。振られたのと同じじゃないか。
I mean, I didn't really take that as a rejection. It was just, that seemed more just like, oh yeah, that's how you felt, right? If he understood a little of how she's looked at him. I mean, in a way, I feel like that's more of him trying to show her how she's really felt about him. It hasn't really been a romantic thing. It's more she's just looking out for him and protecting him. Yeah, she didn't want him to be sad, didn't want him to be alone. That's nice. Like, is the romance there? Obviously not, but that's kind of just her own fault for wanting that, which, I mean, obviously they're just saying that, like, you don't choose who you love. I mean, in a way you do. I just feel like you can just as much choose not to be in love with someone as you can. I mean, it's a level of control. I guess to get a little personal, I kind of choose every day to not be in love with someone. I can't go into much more detail about that, but someday I might. Her being like, oh, you're rejecting me now, it's just, it feels a little selfish, which, I mean, that's kind of been the romance side of Chidori. The romance is what she wants. It's not necessarily what Kacchon wants, because she knows that he doesn't understand that, or at least he doesn't remember how to love like that. Never had the chance to, not since he was a kid. Again, just her saying that you're rejecting me now. Don't know if that's the takeaway.
やっぱり私のじゃないんだもん。私、自分のことばっかりだ。
Yeah.
立派だったね。
結構考えたつもりだったけど、やっぱりまだ違った。
なんかね、俺分かった気がする。
Correct.
園崎さんの中にあるはずなのに、勝平くんの痛みがこっちにも届いてきた理由、ちゃんと痛くなりたいってどっかで思ってたからじゃないかな。意識すると痛み出したりするし、古傷とかさ、そういう勝平くんの気持ちがザザーンザザザーン物事を考えるのに環境音楽かけるといいって聞いた。
So that's music? You sound like a bug.
パシャパシャパシャ。
Just play music on your phone or something. I made the Shinji Kaoru jokes in the beginning and now it's come back.
このままだと強行手段に出るしか。俺もノリちゃんのためと思ってなんだよ。施設のことが世間に知れることになれば、ノリちゃんもあの子たちも多くのスポンサーが手を引いてしまった以上、実験はどの道続けられないんだ。ノリちゃんに納得してもらえるように。
ノリちゃんをこれ以上傷つけることはできない。だったら
ノリちゃんが子供だったのと同じように、研究者としては俺たちもまだ子供。
We're still learning too.
償わなければいけない。あの子たちが完全な無欲となっている今、叶え続けることだけが罪滅ぼしとなる。
What are we doing?
山田先生といい、お休みの子多いね。インフルエンザの時期でもないし。
He still came to school.
遅くなりました。
話をさせてもらえませんか？
Fuck it, yeah. Right in front. You know what, Chidori? You just have to deal with it at this point. We can't just get hung up every time they speak to each other.
アスカたちと会いました。
そうですか。
あとウル
This
シ
is where it all started.
ノリちゃんが俺に痛みを取り戻せって言ったことの意味が、ノリちゃんは俺に助けて欲しかったんですよね。
違いますね。
違わないと思います。
Yeah, I'm gonna call your
どう
bluffs
して
this
そんな
time.
に自信を持って言えるのですか？
俺の中にいるからです。
あなたの中にいる私は真実の私ではないようです。絶対的で揺るぎない痛みを、それが幸せなのだと私は信じています。真の幸せにはたどり着け。
You also need to regain your pain, though.
間違ってないと思います。
Yeah. Pressure her.
グドン、あなたは何も分かっていない。
俺は何も。
I've been rejected.
俺はグドンなんです。
It comes full circle again.
今度はみんなに話があるんだ。
そういうのは授業。
Why do we even come to school?
お前と話すのなんて気分良くねえんだからよ。
俺、
Well, they all
いっぱ
came.
い考えたんだけど。
Interesting that she's standing
だけど
with him.
答え合わせしてほしい。
また答
友達になろうってなりたいってずっと言ってくれてたよね。どうして友達になりたいの？
えは友
達って一緒にいると楽しかったり
Is it so wrong?
みんなと一緒にいるときゴモリンに襲われたりとかしたけどさ、あんまり何とも思わなかったんだ。
お前が感情に乏しいから。
じゃあみんなはどう感じた？
普通はこんなおかしなことばかり起こったらもっとパニックになるっていうか。
それの答えが出たんだ。こんな状況でも大丈夫だったのはとっくに友達になってたからなんだ。
We always have been.
力強かったり
友達って
だけど
What are these friends you speak of?
忘れちゃってた。俺には友達がいて辛かったり怖かったりしてもなんとかなってきたはずなんだ。俺はノリちゃんだけでなくその時の友達にもきっと今まで辛かったり怖かったりを押し付けてきた。
なんだ
It's coming back. We're so back.
人は近づきすぎるとどうしても心を見せ合わなければいけなくなるって言ってたよね。
What are you doing?
それしたいんだ。一人だけ何も感じないとか嫌なんだ。
絆が。
でもそれシステムでつながるとかじゃないって思うんだ。ちゃんと傷つきたいんだ、友達の分も。だから
I take this pain for my friends.
忘れたくないんだ。感情がなくたって考えることはできる。
That's the lap he lays on out of everybody.
つながることはきっとできる。
I mean, I didn't really think of like these characters he's interacting now in these last couple episodes. Like, yeah, there hasn't really been too much interaction between him and those characters like Nico, and not as much as I thought there would be with Hisomu. And then now, I think this is the first time him and Honoka have talked.
これから友達がもっと増える。友達が増えてこの実験が平和の名のもとに認められたなら前のような笑顔を取り戻せる日がきっと来る。行ってきますね。
Just trying to bring him back.
ノリちゃん。きっと彼らはまだ日が浅い。これからきっと嫌でも理解するはずです。本当の幸せは絆をつなぐことでしか得ることができない。
どこまでも付き合ってやるよ、ノリちゃん。
I mean, now I know he's working against her, just trying to help her.
日常的に悩んだり苦しんだりしてる。感情に慣れているの。感情を放棄していた勝平君にとっては凄まじい衝撃と苦痛だったんでしょうね。
私たちの絆まだ消えてないんじゃないですか？
アガタが苦しんでる時もやもやするような胸の痛みを感じたんです。
It's still residual. I mean, it was residual with Kacchon, with Nori.
あがたの感情と
絆システムはね、そもそもある一定の期間しか繋いでおくことができないの。
Bullshit.
だったらさっき勝平の痛みがどうして俺たちに。
Because you're friends, yeah. Bull fucking shit. I mean, I believe that. Just like, oh, they all feel his pain just normally. But then what about earlier when he felt Onozaki's thing too?
胸を痛めてるの。
It was like a subconscious thing.
ありがとう。
どうして感謝されなきゃ。
誰かの痛みを自分の痛みのように感じる。私たちが絆システムで目指していたもの。絆システムがなくてもそれが可能だと教えてくれて。
Yeah, that's just the human connection. Wild concept, I know.
あなたは出会えたのね。
はい、
目覚めたの？
出会ってるんです。
Maybe they can also feel her pain. Oh, damn. What is happening? This is my self-introduction. Sleeping while standing. Is this technically martial law?
痛みは分かち合うことができる。心を開きましょう。そして私と絆を結びませんか？
She's the final boss. Well, that was episode 11 of Kiznaiver. The penultimate. So now we're gonna have a final boss fight with Nori. I'm sure it's gonna be a case where like we all come together and then it's like we split off fighting the freaking mascots, and then it'd be fitting if it was Kacchon and Chidori against Sonozaki. I mean, they're not gonna fisticuffs her. I mean, though we've learned a lot about Nori through her story and hearing the backstory, we haven't spent a lot of time with her in the present. So I don't really know what exactly she's trying to go for here, other than maybe be like, oh, well, I'll spread the Kizna to the world or something. And I once bore the pain of 19 kids. What's the entire world? I'll become like God or something. I mean, in a way, that could sort of be like a God complex thing. Literally like Jesus, just like I take on the sins and pain of everybody and sacrifice myself on the cross or whatever, and then everyone lives in a world of bliss. It's gonna be like the end of Arcane, where it's just like everyone lives in true harmony and peace, the ultimate life form. Nori's gonna be like Victor in that sense. I just feel like we haven't had a lot of setup for whatever this like villain arc for her is gonna be. In a way, this was sort of the closure for Chidori, but again, though I don't really agree with her idea of just being rejected in that moment. I mean, hell, depending on what happens here, like maybe this will be Nori being at peace. This will either end one of two ways. Either they save Nori, she gets her emotions back, and it's we live happily ever after, or she truly takes the Kizna onto herself and dies with it, and like Kacchon gets his emotions back that way. It's like that's how you get your pain back, is like I give it back to you, in which case it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility that him and Chidori end up together, even though I think it would be better if they didn't, but this is anime, so who knows at this point. But one episode left. I have enjoyed this show. I will save these talks for next time, and well, I have my theories for what may happen, and well, guess we'll have to see next time what happens. But either way, this is my reaction to episode 11 of Kiznaiver. Join me next time for episode 12, the finale of Kiznaiver. As well as everything else will be coming out soon. So until next time, I'm Lancer. Thanks for watching.